Not easy. For me, I didn't want to have employees that I had to deal with. I don't like people in a lot of ways. I stay to myself. I'm more of a private person unless I'm teaching or preaching. Then I'm going to fire up. Well, it's been kind of quiet. I had my 22,000 payphones when I was a kid. I was 17 and a half doing that, doing real estate, having fun, doing flippity dippity doos. And I had 19 houses at 17 and a half going to auctions. And the thing that happened to me when I had going to these auctions, buying properties, all right, flippity dippity doos, the reality is very simple. I couldn't get number 20. Number 20, they kept saying, your London value is too high. How'd you get 19? So take that picture and understand what I did. These are the type of business I've played with all my life to give me what I call auto income. I'd like you to write down auto income, please. Now, what is our goal? Everybody wants to be rich. If we're in front of a big audience, who wants to be rich? All the silly people would raise your hand. I do. No, you don't. See, being rich means you're taxed. Corporations are only taxed on profit and loss. If you raise the bar of credit, you offset the taxes like rich and famous people do. Getting Lamborghinis or pay tax. Getting $100 million buildings or pay tax. This is live. Take your notes. From there, once again, no pictures, no recording. Unless it's a page, I said go ahead and do it. Now, draw the diagram in front of you. When I was a little kid, being used and abused, I thought it sucked. I had to listen and learn. Then I created my own blueprint that actually worked. I brought in my first million at 14 and a half, billions at 26, having fun helping people. So let's look in your city today. All right, look around. How many Bank of Americas do you see empty right now? All right, how many Chase? How many Wells Fargo's in US Bank? You see, they got their parent company, and they basically have these branches, branch number, and their separate tax IDs. When they bankrupt that 100-year lease, they take the money and the honey, and they write up in their taxes. We, the people, keep bringing the pain home, and that's something you shouldn't be doing at all. So we have to understand something. Walmart, Sam's Club, they file bankruptcy on locations. What the blank? You see, business is a choice. Business is a desire to get money and honey. But when we run a business, we have some problems. Problem is, all right, again, trying to balance the debt. And what most people do, they steal their money from their family, and they try to roll the dice and kind of screw it all up. Someone needs to give them the rules and tools. I guess that's what God wanted me to do for you. So we look at something. Geico's Warren Buffett's company is one of them. And then what did they do in California? They ran out of the state. They don't want to sell insurance, and they bankrupt 38 locations and fired everybody. Yeah, fired. Well, that's what they did. See, they made a business decision. You sometimes make personal decisions trying to do business, and that's kind of wrong. So the 11 cities that filed bankruptcy. All right, so let's understand something today. What should be your first goal? It should be stop bringing the pain home. It's not easy. Everybody can give you blah, blah, blah every day. No problem. I'm going to give you blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you rules and tools. I'm going to rebuild your life. I'm going to make sure you understand how the foundation works and where you get to where you want to go. And if all of a sudden we have an old shit day, we're going to bankrupt the hell out of a division and not hurt our family ever again. See, grocery stores and cities and banks do this. So what is your goal? Become a certified CFO. Reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. I had no choice. Being used and abused as a kid sucks. Getting born in a taxi, mommy threw me in a trash can, sucks too. Mrs. Hope, she devil from hell, dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 in the morning from the age 3 to 9.5 years old, running over to that hot dog stand, just trying to stay warm, eating out of a trash can, stealing off the pier. That was me. I got caught stealing off the pier. Man grabs my hand. About the third day I did it. He says, you got a choice. I can call the police, you can go to jail, or you can take out my trash. Let's see. Go to jail, take out the trash. What do you think is a good decision? I took out the trash. So let's understand what happened. These things in life, I pay attention, look behind the curtain, so it changed how I wanted my direction to be. And I think what you do, you follow other people like sheep and ducks, and you end up doing something silly and dumb. I call it stupid. All right, nobody's stupid. Half the people in this world are freaking lazy. The other half have to use their brains and learn how to see it, believe it, go get it. So for those years, from 3 years old to 9.5, I'm on the pier. Everybody knew me as Boy. They'd yell, "Boy, come clean the chum bucket. Boy, take out the trash." All the owners knew me. Tony's, I'd go to basically the family owned Tony's restaurants, go to the Palos Verdes mansion on the weekend shoveling horse and cow manure. What did I do? The thing that changed my life was looking at rich and famous people. See, some of you bitch and complain they don't pay enough tax. Why don't we shut up and join them? I looked at Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. All I saw was money. I want my money too. I'm just as smart as they are. I knew when I was 3 years old, I'd be a corporate millionaire. I did it at 14.5. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? These don't work or something? I don't get it. So, rags to riches, simple. All right. I didn't like being used and abused. I wanted out of hell. So what did I do? I was motivated. So my journey, born in a taxi. All right. She didn't want me. That's okay. What do I get to do? I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. All right. I got hell. So your journey today can begin with me if you want. The goal is to hold your hand from beginning, middle to the end. I've done what I do for 46 years. I got 31 millionaire clients and 29 billionaires now. And I'm the incorporator for Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, and all kinds of rich and famous people too. So let's play. Now, what's your problem? Here's what I need you to listen to. I can't get you to millionaire till I basically get you the rules and tools. Problem with most of you, you jack it up, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You back yourself and family in a corner. I call this stupid. Sorry, don't take it personally. All right, you jacked it up, dropped the score, can't get any more. What the hell's wrong with you? Well, that's what I'm going to do, right? No, stop it. Knock it off. Okay? All cards are 29% rule, but 2. These 2 cards do not fluctuate. So listen to the rules and tools, since I'm the guy that helped set up the system in the first place all through the years, guiding and coaching people to do it. So these cards do not fluctuate. This means I can max these up to $1 million. As long as I maintain a payment, I can maintain a 750 score. You will not get to the American dream unless you have a personal score. All right, literally above 750. Okay, yeah, I can get your cards up and away. That's not a problem. So I want you to write down rules and tools. 750, 29% rule, gold and platinum card. I want you to understand. Okay, I'm going to be blunt. Don't take it personally. All right, next, your way did not work. My way works. So again, my way works 100%. So I have no excuses. I got another book coming out called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. And every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, 1981, it broke the record for the highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. Okay, I used to kick the door jam at 10, then I kicked the basketball hoop. And you go, not possible. My ass is higher than a 6-foot locker on the way down. That's why the hair is going like this, okay? When you go down, your hair goes up. Got it? I was higher than that and hit the damn light, my head and the foot. Kind of sucks. So I have no excuses. I accomplished every goal I ever had. If you want to get to some classes on Saturday, do that as well. I have everything I want. I mean, everything. The only thing I don't have is get in front of thousands of people again yet. And that's going to happen as well. So if you want some goodies, listen and learn. And we got to focus on getting $100,000 a month auto income. Write down auto income. We got no excuses. So get a hold of raisecredit.com and check it out. Now, I got a radio show and TV show. They're building it up. I'm on Odyssey now nationwide, going and having fun with that too. From Sirius Radio as well. We're going to blow this up and have some fun. And we're going to educate the consumers what they need to know. From here, I have a foolproof program that works. Now, I made a promise to myself when I was a little kid. I'll never get married unless I have a foolproof program. In other words, I couldn't find a blueprint that actually worked. Okay, so understand something. All right, now that I found my blueprint and created it, I got a wife, 6 kids, and 10 grandkids, 1 on the way. So let's understand something. In my first series of books that I wrote, I put what my story was in the books and CDs. Actually, with cassettes, big, ugly, black ones. Okay, winning the game of business, repackaging America, owning America, those are my companies. All right, paragraph 3, page 6, financial freedom, cash flow free per time. From there I am in a coma. See, when you got millions and billions, you can still go through a shitty day. You ever had a no shit day? There's me in a coma, 2009. Let's understand, I died at 5:41, July 5th. So what's happening here is my wife wanted to take out one of the 3 yachts in the backyard. My wife's Colombian. She helps people in Colombia, Jamaica, and Mexico, and U.S. Someone came into the country with the virus, and they gave it to me on one of my yachts, and that sucked. So all of a sudden, my wife's telling everybody at the office, he's in a coma, he's probably going to die. Now, you might want to Google my office at the time. It was one technology driver of Spectrum. My little office was 22,000 square feet. Ron took the U-Haul truck and went over to steal books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, sold my phone numbers and my websites to a damn porn site. Okay, while you're in a coma. So what you have to understand something, the people around you, some of them are going to screw you over. There's always a turd in the bowl trying to knock you down. So if you don't have a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, I sold it at the Bonaventure, $5,000 a set, 32 years. The office is $499. I give it away for $199. I haven't had a paycheck for 31 years. I don't need one, don't want one. Very simple. So that covers shipping and handling. Now, let's understand. There's the address of my home. At the time, largest UDOC in Huntington Harbor. Properties in all 5 islands as well. So let's have some fun. But then I died, and that kind of sucks. So what are you going to do? Simple. All right. Jesus gave me a choice to come back, and I said, come back. Now, starting a business, you've had friends and family rip you off. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. All right. You don't know if they're going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, going to die. I tell you to hold your breath. Okay. Let's focus right here, chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA an attorney. A corporation's a legal person. It's right in front of you. Supreme Court says that, period. I'm 7.5 years old. I'm listening Mrs. Hope's poker game on a Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night she had one. They're talking about corporations, a legal person. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Okay. I'm in the corner writing little notes. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department because there's a library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, here's a microfiche. Here's a book. I read the book. You've been reading books too. Good for you. As intelligent as some of you are, or all of you are, why didn't you get to million to billion? What's wrong with you? These need to be turned up or something? See, there's no blueprint of rules and tools and steps. And that's the thing that kind of sucks. Now, let's understand. I went to the library for 2 years. I need to create my blueprint because it doesn't exist. No problem. From there, when I was 9.5, I sent away $10. $10 to the Secretary of State's website. I sent it to their address and mailed it in. $10. See, what happens is a corporation, they're all free. You pay a filing fee. If you pay thousands of dollars for a corporation, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. You didn't learn diddly squat. And then you think the attorney CPA ripped you off anyway. So now what do we do? All right, simple. Now let's watch. It may sue or be sued. Everybody has it wrong. Your corporation is going to protect me. No, it's not. When they sue the corp, they sue you. You're the voice. It may sue or be sued. You are the voice of the corporation. Corporation came back. Very simple. It's Helping Hand Industries. All right, no problem. I got over $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. I've been collecting this stuff since I was a kid. I ended up getting up to $53 million of credit cards. Having fun. All right, so it made sense to me. But then all of a sudden, all right, I got named in the movie Dave as well. So let's understand. Corporate credit is a write-off. Corporate credit is a write-off. So if we build all this credit to finance the business and not steal from the family, because that's kind of stupid, we could build this up. I mean, let's understand. The people who use their personal credit to start a business and jacked it up and screwed it up, why don't we just build the corporate cash credit, use that to finance the business? If we screw up a division, give her the division, not the corp and my family. Why do people do things stupid? I don't understand stupid. Okay, so understand something very simple. We're going to use corporate credit to finance a business and write it all off. Now, I got sued. This is where I found out if a corporation gets sued, I'm sued. I'm 12.5. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille, and I got named in a lawsuit. So understand our goal. Goal should be never bring the pain home. The word no does not mean no. I've heard no so many times it's ridiculous. I was retarded in the 6th grade. That's what they said, because I write with both hands and talk at the same time. It's funny. I have total recall on most things, and I'm an IQ of 203. I just thought they were stupid. No does not mean no. It means I don't know how. So focus on the no's you accepted. From there, let's write down 90 working days. Let's start with today. If you're going to reach your goal, you have to basically focus on 90 days. You can't focus on the whole world. 90 days, we start today, we're working 90 days, what do we accomplish? These are goodies I obtained. Why haven't you? That's the bottom line. As we do this, let's say I work with you in the beginning, middle, and to the end, and I get you to million to billion. All right, your goal is to build a legacy. If you don't protect your ass, someone's going to sue you and screw you up. Let's write down irrevocable trust. Let's write down UCC1. This is the entitlement of ownership. You can use it 19 different ways. Let's say today you needed some money. I would tell you to walk through your house or office and make a list of all your goodies, and I'd put it on a UCC1, file at county recorder's office, and turn it into a chattel mortgage. You could borrow against your own goodies. Next thing is, when you die, we have to plan that too, because guess what's going to happen when you're dead? Someone's going to steal all your goodies or sell it for $1 each. How will we tie it into irrevocable trust? Okay? You see, you got to realize what happened in life. You watch it, but do you pay attention? The Kennedys, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, the Fords, they left millions and billions in legacy to their children. They left it in the business. Okay? Everybody wants to leave it to people, and that's called stupid. No one should do that. There's better ways to play the game. So understand, what is it again? Corporations, what again? Legal what? Person. How many can you have? As many as you want. Problem is, when they sue a corporation, they sue you. Okay, so there's the problem. If we focus under a corporate umbrella, we can have division process that I invented in 85, 86. So I want you to think about something. Are you tired of bringing the pain home? Are you fed up of basically having shitty credit or jacking it up? So we have to understand. When I was a little kid, they kept saying, don't put our eggs in one basket. That's what it meant. What I got back from these people are very simple. I thought the grown-ups were just stupid. I don't understand stupid. My brain's always been way out there. Okay? So we have to master, listen to the words. We have to master division process. If you screw up a division with no intent to do fraud, you're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, write it down. You're going to put it over here, and under the Federal Protection Act, if we had to, we're going to bankrupt it if we can't save it. This is your problem with your life. You didn't give yourself a second chance to try. You became the duck and the sheep, and that's wrong. So we're going to master division process, because if you want an opportunity, you might have 5 Wendy's restaurants and one sucks. All right, maybe a Subway, maybe a Taco Bell, maybe it's an apartment complex. There's always some shithead trying to sue you and screw you. Understand that. Plan the problem. I had my 19 houses, 17 and a half years old. I call them flippity-dippity-doos, okay? No problem. The buyer's a liar, the agent is the broker. I hired the contractor who hires a subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. They're all full of you know what. Who do you trust? Come on. You know they're trying to screw you out of your money. At 21 years old, I told myself I'm going to be the bank. That's why I started writing a book called Become the Bank. 21 years old. Now, let's understand something. You had an opportunity and you let it pass you by. First car I ever sold, listen carefully. First car I sold, he gave me a deposit for the car. I'm going to go to my credit union, he told me. I said, no. I have a company, a division that will finance your balance. Finance the balance. So I did for 7 years. I let him make a monthly payment that I paid the creditor. I became the bank, received the money, and I did it again from there. Understand, becoming the bank. Now, that was basically $413 a month. Not a lot, but it adds up for like free money. Sold my first house, I got $1,200 a month because I did the assignment of mortgage. So let's understand, all the opportunities you screwed up and wasted. You could have been in the bank a long damn time ago. Properties you owned years ago, all kinds of stuff, 30 years. So if we listen very carefully, we could redesign the direction you've been going into in a better way. So understand something, it's like we take an apartment complex. We would dissect it. That's an assignment of mortgage. Dissect the piece. From there, that's a mortgage for 30 years. In my real estate system, doing billions in real estate, financial series, buckets of money, tax balance, become the bank. That's where you learn the assignment of what? Asset. This is called auto income. So the goal is, how do we get to where we really want to go? Free money. Let's understand something today. This is a $100,000 credit card with a checkbook from Wells Fargo. Okay? I got sisters of it, on and on and on. So here we got 100 grand. Your problem is you took your money from yourself and your family, you jacked it up, got stuck, you screwed it up, and this is called stupid. We should just smack ourselves in the face and say, quit being stupid, because that's what it is. If we use corporate credit, we write it all off in the interest rate, we can finance the dream, because it's corporate credit's a great thing to have. Because what are we? Cash credit. This gives us the ability to turn around and start becoming an investor. That means 16 different ways to invest in a project or a business. That's why we look at storage units, controlling up to 44% of them, California, dry cleaning, laundromats, franchise, all right, parking structure, EV charging stations, car washes, your real estate under divisions. I've written books on all of these things. That's how I created up to $1 million per day, by the way, per day. Okay, 2009, we're doing 55 million a month because we can. 3 locations in other states as well. So we can play. Now let's understand. I want to do real estate, Ray. Okay, goody for you. Real estate. You got 14 states that have brand new houses under $100,000. The down payment is $5,000. How many would you like? We can turn them to Section 8s, or we can have our local real estate office manage them for us. What are we trying to get? We're trying to basically block after block after block, and our goal is getting auto income up to $100,000 a month. Your banks have locations and websites about repos. They want someone to get on the list to take over the properties. HUD has the same thing. Okay, residual income, auto income. We can go to HUD, Homes USA, all right, short sale, foreclosure, auctions. What are we creating? A corporation with an entity called a division. We have 5 houses, 5 divisions, because which one is going to slip, fall, and sue us and screw us? If you put it all as one, there's your problem. That's what you did to your family, all one, and that's called wrong. So if we look at the dry cleaning, this client here got 3 of them, and he's averaging $57,000 to $63,000 a month, okay, into the corporation. Here's a laundromat, $30,000 a month. Here's a Wendy's restaurant, auto income, literally, all right, millions of dollars. Here's a Jack in the Box. Here's gas station. See, these aren't things you're going to go run it and work there. These are things that third-party companies run for you. You see empty ones of these, we turn them into Faizulis, Colombian coffees. And that's the goal, auto income. So it's like anything else today. If you're going to be serious about something, you need to have me and you on the phone, a private blueprint call. I want to tear apart your life. I want to talk about past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly. I want to talk about family to protect your assets. I want to talk about a corporation. I want to talk about divisions, 26 of those minimum. And then I want you to think about irrevocable trust. The car you drive today, I'm sorry. You're driving a car and you're the registered owner. I call that stupid. Any bumpity bump, they're going to sue you, screw you. They're going to come get you. From there, the house, escrow, closed homestead trust. Escrow, homestead, trust. If it's not homestead or trust, what did you do? Half of you don't even know what the hell a homestead is. That's wrong. Someone needs to teach you how to play. By the way, the house should have been bought through a trust. Irrevocable trust, not even in your name. From there, auto income. What did I put in my book 46 years ago? Financial freedom, cash flow, free up your time. Auto income. So if we look at running the business, the money's coming in, paying the bills, all right, the bank's going to give it to 1.5 million. You're going to reference 3 times 5. You're going to learn to leverage money. Your corporation's a management company only. You're going to have a franchise for what? Your division. Another franchise for apartment complex. You're building line of defense. If you allow the corporation to do business, that's called stupid. Because when they sue it, they sue you, and that screws you and your family up. If you have a management company, financial freedom, you will build up to $100,000 a month. And that's the ultimate goal in about 12 months. From here, you need $25,000 of credit. I'll build it up for you using my dashboards and my $53 million of history, which is 10%. Today, all right, that's 10 times your investment. Through me, it's $19.99. I don't get a paycheck or a commission. 50,000, all right, 5,000, 10 times your investment again. I've always given up to 10 times your investment in any program that I do, because I want you to realize I know you've been ripped off by other idiots. So the goal is to hold your hand every step of the way. 50,000, $39.99. 100,000, normally 10 grand, it's $69.99. This is how you basically build corporate credit as well. To me, you take a picture, it's a Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. Now let's understand something. If you need to use a card anytime, email my private email, ray@racecredit.com. Now, I had a problem. Here's the problem you're going to have. All right, if I wrote you a check for $1 million today, what would you do? First thing when you have money, you think is you. All right, you put yourself, I want to buy a house and a car. I'm sorry, I call that stupid. Money, all right, you pissed away, went bye-bye. Why didn't you leverage it, reference 3 times 5 first? Borrow money is not taxable. So if you listen very carefully, my problem with $53 million of credit, they were stealing my limits and shrinking them at times because I wasn't using them all. So every $50,000 that I loan off a card, all right, I bring in $2,400 a month. I don't have to do business. I can just basically do this. I designed this in my book 46 years ago, book series, Cash Flow Free by Time. That's what I did for me. There's where I created my matrix. A division allows you to multiply entities. Multiply entities. Think about it again. You're only one entity, you and your SSN, duck and sheep. You brought the pain home, sucks. Corporation's going to have multiple entities, just like every bank and grocery store does. So if we look at my first matrix that's in my book called Buckets of Money, what did I do? I took 18 months and I designed something that worked that got me $190,000 a month. $190,000 a month, and that's what I did. Okay, it took 41 divisions, 18 months to do this, and I got $190 a month. Now I don't have to do anything. Money's just coming in. It's paying the bills and get the leftover. If they don't pay, I get their house and their goodies. There you go. So that's what you got to look at. 41 divisions. That's auto income. So if we're going to look at something today, all right, we're going to have to build something by pieces. The divisions allow us to get rid of pieces without hurting the corp and the family. You allowed yourself to be one. That sucks. So if you had basically multiple of you, you'd pull one out of the closet, do it again and again, right? But you don't have that luxury. Divisions, auto income, that's $661,000 a month. So again, buckets of money, get that in your head. Every division should be known as a bucket of money. All right, don't stop yourself. The only thing that can stop you is you. It's a mindset. As we look at make you a money-making machine, that would be the ultimate goal. So 5 reasons why you want to use cash credit from corporations always. It's a write-off. It's a damn write-off. Okay? To me, it's free money. Okay? But again, I just have to maintain the payment. I'm not stealing from my family. 96% of all consumers have shitty credit. Something all screwed up. Not they're going to write a dispute and it has to be corrected and all that crap. You got to understand not to hurt your family in the first place. We can use the division process per entity. Every bank has a branch number. That's an entity. Every grocery store, every city. So again, what are we looking to do? Build a corporate umbrella and literally have a what? Legacy, auto income. Once again, I want you to focus on this. Your Bank of America has bankrupt 6,000 locations. They borrow the money from the feds times 10, load back 5 to you. They bankrupt locations, take the money and the assets, and write it from their taxes. When they make a decision or screw up, they write it off. When you make a decision to screw up, you bring the pain home to your family, and that has to stop. So we're going to look at banks, grocery stores, cities, Geico, and we're going to basically create a way to stop bringing the pain home. I'm going to blueprint you, give you the steps, rules, and tools. Every step of the way, you're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. Don't think, just do, please. All right, reprogram your brain to millionaire status. At the Torrance Library, 9.5 years old, I created my first blueprint. I was done with my first blueprint. That's why I sent away my $10. Secretary of State, California. My blueprint's always been called see it, believe it, go get it. There's the blueprint you got to focus on. So we have to quit treading water. You're not going to get to million to billion unless you're a qualified CFO. Or it's not possible. Unless you win the lottery, you get a raise or something. What is our goal? 5 more steps. 750 score, not care credit, first premier. We need literally a corporation with 26 divisions. We need $1 million of cash credit. All right, we need literally checkbook money, $1 million, and we need supply and vendor money up to $1 million. These are the 5 must-haves. Everything to me is rules, tools, and steps. It always been, has to be in order. It's how it works. It's how we put the bicycle together. It's how we build a house. This is the blueprint. These are the rules and tools. The goal is to repackage every one of you. The ultimate goal, like Humpty Dumpty. So if we're going to get to that $100,000 a month, foundation is the key. All right, properties in all 5 islands and the largest UDOC, $100 million building, Lamborghinis and helicopters and all kinds of goodies. Well, the goal is up to you. The Millionaires Founders Kit gives you the blueprint to build $1 million of credit. Very simple. Corporation, what is it again? A legal person that may sue or be sued. What happens? Listen carefully. If you look at Lamson and basically Beach Boulevard, Stanton area, the mobile home park there. You look at it basically on the Beach Boulevard, that's Masashi Martial Arts. I started 40 years ago. Okay? You look at Fireside Imperial Highway, shopping centers. You got the Subway, you got the 31 Flavor, you got the Shakey's Pizza, you got the donut store. All these are divisions. When I came back from the Berkeley area in '84, I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee in California. Again, divisions don't pay franchise tax fee. They're under the corporate umbrella. So what do we look at? Every location can be a different function. Car, credit card, building, whatever it needs to be. It's a legal person. If I have a problem with the piece, what am I going to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and show that piece over here. I'm going to take care of the pieces over here, all right, just like banks and groceries and cities do, instead of being one like you've allowed it to be you and your family. We're going to realize we're going to have a shitty tenant. Some people are just jerks. People that are, I was going to say assholes, can't say that aloud, right? With more money, they're bigger assholes. Nice people, they're nicer. Again, you got to realize you're fighting for your life. Cash, credit, supply, credit. If I have a problem with the division, remember something. I'm going to build a line of defense. I'm going to become a certified CFO. And if I have a problem with the division, I'm going to bankrupt the division. If I can't save it, no intent to defraud. This means very simple, because you're going to have bad locations or something. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the corp and the family. Please Google bankruptcy. Write these things down today. The next time you have an oh shit day, is it going to be you and your social and your family, or corp division subsidiary? Which is it going to be? Planning the problem. Understand, if you allow me to help you, I'm an affiliate, 119 creditors. My dashboards, because I helped set up the system in the first place, we were playing with Ken Yarbrough years ago. Simple. I'm allowed to set up, all right, an Experian, TransUnion, Equifax corporate report under tax IDs to build cash credit. This allows you to use that to write it all off. Line you up, what I call checkbook money. Checkbook money is the key to all of it. Again, getting that to get into a business. As we play, keep in mind. So I want you to write division of me, all right, which means you. We take the form, the only form the IRS created for banking and credit purposes in the first place. Line 1 there says legal name of entity, individual person. The only form they ever designed for this purpose in the first place, instead of a bunch of idiots in the 90s start using their SSN or even credit application, and screwed up for everybody. So I can put your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary right there. We can build a cash credit up to $1 million of the corporation divisions. So it's like the car. That Lamborghini was basically $6,800 a month. It's part of the collection. This is the key. Very simple. Now, if I bought this under me and I couldn't pay it, I'd have shitty credit. Then they'd report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I'm going to have double shitty credit. But I don't do things like that. I don't do things like you. Sorry, I don't want to be you. I don't want you to be me. I want you to do it my way anyway. Lamborghini was bought and purchased through a what? Division. I have a division of me, and I guaranteed the Lamborghini from there. Simple. All the shopping centers, all the other pieces I got. Can't pay this one. What am I going to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to put it over here. Try to save it. Can't save it within 6 months. Federal Protection Act. I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it and throw it away. I want to dissect it into pieces. You have always brought the pain home to the family. That has to stop. When you sign a lease of a building, you don't sign the SSN, you sign the SS4, the division of you. You buy properties by divisions because which one's going to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up? The SS4 was designed to receive money and pay tax when we're profitable. Got it? Profitable. When we look at the Fair Lending Act, one card is entitled to 99 more. How many cards would you like? So our goal should be, let's finance the business off the cash credit, write it all off, you roll our dice, give it hell of a try. As long as you're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. Now, came out of that coma, all right, find out, all right, I'm worth an oxygen tank, like I'm 150 years old. Okay, very simple. We're homeless. What do? Okay, honey, take me to Mark's place. He owns Jewelry Mart. Okay, I'll be right back. No problem. I sell my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. $16,400. Come back to the car. My wife said, where's your ring? And it's being clean, honey. I lied to my wife. She signed the POA that gave away my $3.7 billion. Okay? Kind of sucks. But again, she's the rock. She's the love of my life. So what do? Now, write down 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. This is what I've always done for myself. I'm afraid to be broke. I don't want to go back to the period of a trash can, and I don't want to be used and abused ever again. It sucks when you're a kid and that happens, and everybody thought you were just a piece of shit, because that's how they treated me. So let's understand something. I took my 3 divisions of me, okay, my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. So I don't see why you're staying down. Is it easy? Hell no. My magic wand doesn't work. Like my book coming out called Bullshit Didn't Pay Your Bills. I see a lot of bullshit out there, from YouTube to Google and, tickety talk. A lot of blah, blah, blah. If you don't create a backup for you and your family, you're always going to be a duck and a sheep. Your choice is simple. Division of me. Write it down. That means I'm allowed, as a division, to buy car, house, whatever I want to do. If I have a problem, what am I going to do again? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get another one. The only form the IRS ever created, public record, is the SS4 for credit and banking purposes in the first place. All right, the world's been doing it wrong, following dumb, stupid people. Sorry, that's just true. So what do we get to do? All right, we don't need to be stressed out. We get to repackage our lives. Division of me, I can get a card, I can get a house, I can get a franchise. Again, a backup and a backup. So we got to realize one thing. Never bring the pain home. Very simple. If you have a corporation, I want you to inspect yourself. I want you to go online, see your corp, find your name as officer, as the incorporator. All the other pieces are founder. You're on the bank account, and you probably use your home address. The stupidest thing that people ever do is use their home address on their corporation. State sold it on a mailing list. You got robocalls and all kinds of crap. Again, it should have been a mailbox, etc., shared office space. Right now, when you don't put your ducks in a row, what happens is simple. They sue the corp, they sue you. That sucks. You got to stop bringing the damn pain home. There's no reason to do it in the first place. You did it because you're lacking knowledge. The SS4 form, banks, grocery stores, and cities. What does it say again? Legal name of entity or individual person. I can put your name there. The only form that allows what? Banking and credit purposes is an SS4 per entity. When banks file bankruptcy on a location, it's a branch, they're bankrupting the tax ID, cities and grocery stores. You didn't give yourself a fighting chance, all right, because of the lack of your knowledge. Sorry to say, but it's true. Corporations allow 4 things. These are raised rules. That's me. Buffer tax, no tax deter profitable. Corporate credit, we write it all off. Fleet price on the car, free buffet. Your division, listen carefully, write these things down, because you're not allowed to take a picture. I want to put it here. The line of defense. You have an oh shit day, it's a division. They're cheap. Multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports, so I can build millions and billions. Why not? From there, I can have real estate, but I can protect it and protect the privacy and liability. I can create a line of defense because I have no shit day again. I want you to plan the problem when I get you to million to billion, because your problems are going to be bigger. Under here, you build a corporate umbrella, tax ID, credit reports. So these are goodies I obtained. All right, you ought to see the real list. This is only a couple goodies. There's no excuse for you anymore. The race boats and the yachts, I always put the name on RayReynoldsUniversity.com. The Duffies. All right, Harley's going on the love ride with Neil Diamond was fun. Did that twice. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? These are things when you get to about 10 million and above, okay? As we play. Your goal should be get $1 million in credit cards, $5 million in checkbook money. All right, that should be your goal. 1,000 steps, millionaire founders kit, money making machine, auto income. Now, if I rebuild you here, not easy. It can be a pain in the ass set. Okay, because how bad did you screw it all up? This can take 3 to 6 months. A couple of people took a year, but again, it depends if they do what they're told to do right away. On the corporation, our goal would be get the unlimited Green Spark card. Here's a card, unlimited, all right, Green Spark, up to 100,000. They have 2 sisters at 30,000. So there's 160. What if we did that per division? Is that $1 million now? What if we did the B of A times 9? How about the Wells Fargo? How about the Inc? How about basically the gold card? So here's the way we can build up to $5 million of credit. At that point, we want to go to the bank and go get some checkbook money. This is unsecured business line up to 150, sometimes 250. 2-year corporate, 2-year division. Now listen to why I call it checkbook money. I had a client go, I went to Chase, I asked for checkbook money. Then what's that? When they give you a line of credit, understand very carefully, you're approved. They put that in your corporate bank account. It's in your checkbook money, got it? Then you position it into the savings account until you target the business you're going to purchase through escrow. This is up to $5.4 million of credit. Okay, those are my 5 favorite ones. What are we building? $1 million of cash credit. What are we going to become? Certified CFO. As an example, Carl here, you can Google him. Last year, he brought in $728 million. He has $1.2 billion at Bank of America. Debt offsets taxes. So they keep growing the debt above what they bring in so they don't pay any tax on the corporation. Walt Disney didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion. Newsweek shows how they wrote an IOU to themselves. IOU. So let's get, this is where I need you to really listen, please. Because you've been doing it your way, which I say sucks, $1,000 all the way to $75,000. Listen to the words. Borrow money, not taxable. If we took corporate credit, finance the business, get the money, we take the corporate credit or checkbook money or both, and we buy a lifetime income. As we know, real estate always goes up. I don't care, everybody says real estate's the greatest thing in the world. That idiot on TikTok said, you don't need to buy your house for yourself. That's called stupid. Okay? A lot of stupid people. What do we do? Franchise. Franchise, what is it? Ran by a third party. You win the lottery today. Okay? And then you're going to go, now what? Your CPA and attorney's going to say, we're going to put it in your account, and you're going to earn interest on that, and you're going to pay tax. I would say do a division of you. Now listen carefully. You're going to confuse them because you're going to know more than they do. Very simple. They're going to say, we don't have a corporate tax ID. Don't need one. A division of you can be added to the corporate bank account now. You sit with the banker. I want to deposit that $1 million into the corporate bank account because you have a division of you. What do? I want to borrow against it, create debt. Borrow money is not taxable. If you use borrow money and leverage this way, by the way, you'll create millions and billions as the money grows. Your problem is you keep pissing it away and doing it the wrong way. Every property you get should be a division. Which one's going to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up? I don't know. House payment offsets taxes. So we look at Amazon, they didn't pay tax in the first $10 billion. And now they're worth trillions. They don't pay any damn tax. Why would they pay tax? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. Simple. From there, we watched him borrow $44 billion from 3 banks to buy Twitter. And he screwed it up in 3 weeks. I think he's twilly dumb. And he tells the world to go F themselves. But he's got a spaceship. One of these days he's going to realize he's not as smart as people think he is, because I don't think so. But that, I'd love to challenge him brain to brain, to be honest with you. Be kind of fun. But again, the reality is he's got a spaceship. So is the other guy. So what do we get to do? We could actually, all right, literally join the club to play the game and win. That's how it works. Now, Bezos, $165 million. He only used the 12 rooms. Okay, some ding dong on about Warren Buffett. Well, he lived in his house since 1968. The man has 64 houses. Pick one. Okay, well, Marky buys all the houses around him. And he builds a concubine underground because he thinks the world's going to blow up. Kind of paranoid, huh? So what do we look to do? Well, let's understand. Let's join the club. They don't pay tax, corporate tax. Why would they do that? So we could actually learn what they do, because that's what I did to look behind the curtain and understand, how do they do this? You never took the time to figure it out. That's wrong. You're a grown-up. What's wrong with you? How you receive money matters. SSN, tax, and probate when you're dead. Time of death at the hospital to the state and federal government. You can't take it with you. They want to make sure your friends and family don't steal when you're dead. SS4, no taxes due till you're profitable. So if we focus correctly, we could actually win the battle. So let's understand something. You have one SSN. You signed an SS5 to get it. You don't even know that. Sorry to say. You get 100,000 of credit. Okay, then use 29%, give you 71,000 of safety. This way, we don't use it to hurt the family and use the personal credit ever for business, because that's called stupid, and you're not stupid. We never bring the pain home. Corporation, all right, SS4. What do? We basically don't name it after us and name what it does. Next thing, what do? I got some fun. We set up the line of defense. Each division can be a different function, a house, a franchise, all right, a current business. And what do we create? Up to $1 million of credit. We want to create the cash credit to finance the business and roll the dice from the corporation and divisions. Again, line of defense. You're going to have to analyze you. This means you're going to have to look at your corp. You have an LLC or C corp. Oh, goody. Convert it to S. No tax due up to 3 to 5 million. No problem. House payment offsets taxes. Let's break even. Let's remember, we can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Now, you want to sell some widgets. Okay. Years ago, the Daily News gave a bad article about me. Why? Simple. I was using other people's money to finance my businesses, all right, and my real estate. All right, I created OPM. He's going to treat me like I'm shit, going, he's using OPM to build the business. That's not fair. Why? Because you didn't come up with it, you dummy? So what do? We can get supply and vendor credit, sell computers and widgets today, all right, up to $1 million and not pay a bill up to 90 days. Why not? Banks float on money, so can you. Simple. Now, take a picture here, click. Let's say you're jacked up over here. I would tell you, let's do this. Why don't we get some supply credit and turn it into cash? That way you can balance your debt. We can sell on Amazon and eBay, another solution to do that too. I got no excuses. Okay, neither do you. They told, I hear a white man can't jump. That's funny. The guy that holds the record is a white dude. Okay, I'm stupid because I write both hands and type at the same time. They tested me at T. Wicker Junior High. IQ 203, total recall. I just thought they were stupid. It's like the counselor that day. I said, you know what? You're a counselor because you're a C- student, and you're telling people what they can be, and you're an idiot. Who listens to stupid people? So you can get everything you want, but it's going to be up to you. Pay attention. I'm the most consecutive person, 46 years, holding hands, all right, literally online or in person, rebuilding people's lives. 46 years. Nobody can match that. I give credit basically back to people for every time I help them, because I want to give them their money up to times 10. Coaching is simple. Every 7 days, I'm going to reanalyze your file. We're going to be on the phone. We're going to work on that blueprint every step of the way. I want your partner of life on that blueprint call with you. I charge $1,000 for the blueprint call so we can start the auto income. We have to look at a list, a checklist. This list is what we have to start with. You go to the grocery store, you make a list, right? You make your daily list, getting up, drinking coffee, you pee, brush your teeth, same time. Tomorrow, get up an hour earlier. The next thing is just change your list a little bit. Let's give you a daily, weekly, and a project list so we can complete it. I'm going to tell you what to do, and I want you to think. The more you think, the more you screw it up. Now, we're going to think about $40,000. What are we going to look at? Probably a dry cleaner, okay, or a laundromat. Maybe we do EV charging station. We're going to create $40,000 off the corporate credit, all right, to get into a business. We're going to write it all off and give it a hell of a try. We're going to get $3,000 to $10,000 a month. We invest $100,000, we take it off of a card. What do? We're a line of credit. That's up to $45,000 a month, $250,000, up to $75,000 a month. So what do we look at? A boring business. So let's say we want to buy this apartment complex, okay? It's already leased out. They want $3 million for it. We're going to haggle over that. And what we're going to do is we're going to need to 10% down, $300,000. So what happens is very simple. All right, now you have literally $13,452 coming in a month. You think you're done, and this is the biggest problem with your whole life. All of you think you're done and get comfortable until someone sues you, screws you, and knocks you down again. Isn't that suck? You see, at $13,452, you're not done. One of those tenants sue you and screw you up, there you're dead. Starting over again at your age, come on. You're not never done. We're going to split deed each unit. We're going to do assignment of mortgage. This is going to create $76,800 a month. Now, you also reverse the liability. They can't sue you now. You can sue them if they don't pay. Auto income. Now, when you go to the expo, it's like, which one do I pick? Let's pick existing. We can get them to do basically self-funding and financing. What do we look at? These are the businesses we want to play with. Auto income, real estate, franchise, storage units. So you can play in a 6 weeks program, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. What do we do in the 6 weeks? Our goal in 6 weeks is to get you set up, line you up, and make sure you're positioned correctly. Okay, very simple as we do these things. The blueprint call, $25,000 in credit, expedited rapid. If you don't have a corporate 9 divisions, we're going to throw that in there for you too. Workshops, level 1, 2, and specialty classes, and level 3 for 90 days. So this whole package is $11,596. It's expensive, but I guarantee to get you all these goodies. What I basically tonight, you get it for $49.99. That's $5,000. I'm going to give you literally 5 times your money back anyway, and you're going to change your life. That's the goal. It is a Zelle bank transfer wire deposit. If all of a sudden you need a new card, you just email me personally. Let's say today, all right, you focus on the 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Your whole goal should be 5 million. IRS says 5 million below small business, okay? 3 months line you up to basically line you up correctly. 6 months can get you your first location. 12 months, you could have multiple locations if you follow through and do what you're told to do. From there, what is our goal? 10,000 to 50,000, up and away. The goal is phone calls, all right, analyzations every week. All right, from there, wrap our rescores and go to all classes. The next thing is we want to create the business plan. We want to have the daisy chain, the credit, and the projections and the projects. That's the goal. If I put you in a 3 months program, it's $8,000. I no longer take payments ever. From here, you get $150,000 in credit, which would have cost you $15,000. So again, you doubled your money. From here, the 6 months is $15,000. 6 months, I'm going to give you $300,000 in credit, which would have cost you $30,000. From there, if I gave you 12 months, for simple, we're going to build you $500,000 of credit, but that's $30,000. There's the goal. To me, it's a Zelle bank transfer, deposit, or wire. So what the goal is, if you need to use a card, use a card. What is our goal? Stop bringing the pain home, rebuild you, corporation and divisions, and roll the dice. That's the bottom line. If your banks can do this in front of you, your Sam's Club, your Geico, your Walmart, your McDonald's, your Wendy's, guess what you get to do? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain. That's all I always did. I never believed anybody. I wanted to verify it myself and tear it apart. And that's what I've done all my life. And for 46 years, helping people online and in person rebuild their life. That's the ultimate goal. We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. We all have the ability to roll the dice. Unfortunately, people roll the dice from their friends and their family. And that's the wrong way to do it. We don't want to steal from the family. Is it easy? No. Will you work your tail off? Yes. You got to get possessed. You want it so bad that no matter how hard it feels, you got to get through the pain. And my book's called Fighting Through the Pain. So the ultimate goal, if you have any questions from there, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506 and say, I want to get one of Ray's programs today. It'll be up to you. From there, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.